it all begun? The day I found that from my window I could only see a piece of sky. I stepped outside and looked around. I never dreamed it was so wide or even half as high. The time had come. Papa, can you hear me? To try my wings. Papa, are you near me? And even though it seemed at any moment I could fly, I felt the most. Papa, can you see me? Amazing things. Can you understand me? The things you can't imagine. If you've never flown at all, they'll be safer to stay on the ground. Sometimes where danger lies, there's the sweetest of pleasures are found. No matter where I go, there'll be memories that tug at my sleeve. But there will also be more to question, yet more to believe. Oh, tell me where is the someone who will turn to look at me? The one to share my every sweet imagined possibility. The more I live, the more I learn. The more I learn, the more I realize. The less I know, each step I take. Papa, I have a voice now. Each page I turn. Papa, I have a choice now. Each mile I travel only means the more I have to go. What's wrong with wanting more? If you can't find the answer with all there is, why settle for just a piece of sky? Papa, I can hear you. Papa, I can see you. Papa, I can feel you. Papa, watch me
Kumusta, Alisah Warriors? And welcome to another episode of Alisah, presented by RJA Productions and V81 Radio, powered by the California Talk Studio. Today's guest is Lyndon Apostol, an actor, singer, dancer, mentor, director, and producer. We will talk about what it's like to be a triple threat. Stay tuned and you don't want to miss this.
reaching out to Filipinos worldwide. The now of digital entertainment with studios in Manila, Bacolod, Hong Kong, and Los Angeles, California. This is V81 Radio Worldwide.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
Today's guest is an actor, dancer, teacher, singer, name it. He basically does everything. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Lyndon Apostol! Hey!
Oh my gosh.
Kamusta ka naman, Lyndon?
Okay lang. Everything's great.
What's keeping you busy nowadays?
Well, I think doing everything keeps you very busy, right?
Oo nga, parang napansin ko doon pa lang sa intro natin. Wait lang, actor, dancer,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
teacher,
Uh-huh.
and singer.
Uh-huh.
Cook.
Depende kung sino.
Ayun. Pero yun na nga, syempre, Lyndon, we've prepared a few questions for
Okay.
you. And for the first one is, thank you for being here. Of course. Thank you very much for gracing this episode. And so the first thing that I will ask is, our producers told me that you're a triple threat.
Yeah. Do you know what a triple threat is?
Yun nga eh. Can you explain us what
It's a
is
little different in the street.
triple
So we're
threat?
talking about performing arts, right?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. In performing.
So in performance, if you call someone a triple threat, they're essentially able to act, dance, and sing.
Yeah.
All, like cohesively, right? And so some roles, especially in musical theater, demand that. Movies, maybe you saw La La Land, right? Did we see La La Land?
No.
That's okay. But there's essentially a character that would be able to do all of those things, which musical theater demands, right? So, yun lang, I've been able to, I think the common denominator is I loved all of them. That I couldn't say I was a dancer. I couldn't say I was just a singer or just an actor. I ended up just following every single one of them, and they took a little bit longer to develop each of the industry, each of them. But 10 years later, I'm happy to know that I'll be able to do any of them in a more professional setting, and so I'm grateful for that. Yeah.
Actually, ako din po.
Yeah.
Bakit ako may accent? Hindi, pero kasi 'di ba sa theater in the Philippines,
Yes.
I'm familiar with triple threat, and I have a lot of friends which I can consider them as triple threat kasi I've been one of the lead roles in Rack of Ages in the Philippines.
Oh, I love that.
And you've watched it?
I know, yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I've heard your voice. Duh.
Oh,
Duh.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
But grabe din po 'yun, 'di ba? Yung passion din being a triple threat, and of course yung discipline.
Yeah.
Paano niyo po siya nababalance?
That's a good question. And I think I'm the kind of person that has just thrown myself in the fire. Right? Okay, go. Parang ganun, di ba? May musical dito. Oh, sige, gawin na natin. Let's do it. So parang, in my brain, I think the hardest thing to do is get through that part where you think that you can't do it. And I'm very happy to say that I grew up in an environment where I was extremely supported. And I'm not who I am now. I can't be who I am now if I didn't have that support. And I suppose validation, as a kid growing up, especially in the Philippines, because I moved here. Then when you go to the US, I'm not just a family member anymore of a family that you know in the town. I actually have to earn the validation. So and so it's extremely internal for me, where you want to feel that reward, that internal reward. You have to work for it. And so I just did exactly that. It's I know sometimes yung mga boses na the negative voices are here and there.
Oh yeah.
In you, in other people, but you gotta fix your lane and just
Focus.
go straight,
Yeah.
and it's already hard enough, right, to do that. So yun lang. But I had multiple lanes though, so I kind of, I was kind of jumping around and everything. But I'm around a lot of people that are extremely supportive. I work in different facilities as a teacher.
Oh wow.
Dance, gymnastics, and theater, theatrical performances. And so within all those things, that's how they all just developed. Right.
So you're a teacher of gymnastics.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Baka bigla ka na lang tumambling.
Baka hindi naman dito.
Baka mamaya. Hindi.
Yeah, baka
Pero,
mamaya.
Yun na nga, since we already tackled some of your backgrounds, meron ka pa bang mga gustong i-share, like how you started singing and pero sobrang importante yun yung you have very supportive people that surrounds you, di ba? Malaking factor din yun talaga on how you choose, di ba?
I think what's important is that even when no one supports you, that you're supporting yourself. And I started doing community theater after I did choir.
Okay.
In high school I did a chorus, and then I did musical theater after that. And then from there you meet more people, and you get a little bit more experience, and you just get more confident, in that practice to be able to be confident. And so from the musical theater, then LA is my neighbor, Ventura County, and then you have Los Angeles County, Hollywood, right? So that's when I dove into it a little bit more when I was at UCLA. So I was studying at UCLA, and I was doing a lot of the theater performances there, and that's when I was convinced. I was like, wow, no one will give the energy that you're giving to this. And I think that it would be like an injustice, as it was the word that came in my brain. Nah, it's unjust for you to fall into not doing the thing that you love. Because I think that a lot of people will be inspired, and it has a communal value. And for me, that's very important, is the communal value of the things that I do. Well, growing up now, that's where my headspace is.
Yeah, of course. Pero on how I see it, hindi ka lang triple threat sa performance. 'Di ba? Kasi triple threat ka din on your personal life. 'Di ba? On how you balance things, and I commend you for that. You're really an inspiration sa lahat ng ating mga viewers ngayon. And yun na nga, Lyndon, it sounds like you put on so many different hats, from dancing and acting to singing, etc. Which one did you start with, and which one is your favorite?
Which was my favorite child? Which one? Which one? I'll tell you which child is really nakakainis. Pero okay. Well, to be at a professional level, you have to have certain thresholds that you get through, right? We're Filipinos. What do we do literally when we're born? You're singing already. Like you're already there. So I had a lot of influences of just being able to sing freely at home. So singing was extremely natural. Now to build that was a little bit different. Dancing is the most unnatural thing that I do. I think sometimes when in a blue moon, my dad would be silly and would dance, and I'm like, yo, like, whoa, I think you're a better dancer than I am. So a lot dancing for me, I had to break my body, right? I had to really, really practice in ways that, I was a dancer for bar mitzvahs, weddings when I was younger.
Oh, wow.
I still do it, but a little bit more like I DJ and MC now. But I was a dancer for those celebrations, and that's where I learned how to dance the most, actually. Because you would have to do it for 4 hours. each event, 4 hours, So I think that's where I learned it. Acting is second most natural. Because acting to me is remembering your emotions in your body, which I'm very grateful that came extremely natural. So acting and singing, both of them have been taking a lot of training. Dancing too, especially break dancing and ballet. Like those are extremely technical things. And so the body, as we speak, is like, all right, we're having an interview right now. You relax. Cool, man. Yeah. Remember this feeling, please. Because tomorrow is like, I'm going to go and hit it off again. So I can't tell you what my favorite is. I love them all and I keep doing them. And also because of the people around it too,
That's why you're called triple threat, diba? Kasi nga, everything comes as one.
Yeah, I
Diba?
feel that.
Pero grabe yun grabe yung actually kasi diba sa Philippines, yung triple threat, parang idol ko kayo eh. Kasi ako, hindi ko sure kung triple threat ako. Kasi I never dance.
You never
I
danced?
dance sa X Factor, pero parang naghiwalay yung katawan mo. Parang doon ko na-experience
that's really relatable.
Diba? Yung parang, gusto nyo ako sumayaw sasayawan ko kayo. Diba? Kasi syempre, I can sing, I can act, pero yung dancing doon ako medyo, nangangapa pa. Pero I can relate with how you say na dapat you break your bones. Diba?
Yeah, you break yourself into it.
Parang papakuluan muna.
Yeah, a little bit. You're kind of like in the kitchen, and what do? You batter the meat and then make sure that it's ready. And so it's I feel like it's the same thing, especially with, like I said, breakdancing and ballet. Like these are forms na talagang they can be perfect.
Kailangan specific yun.
Yeah, exactly. Like classical singing too, they have that perfection aspect of...
Yeah, actually parang lahat naman din talaga Meron silang kanya-kanya din na dapat ito yung sundin mo kasi pag hindi mo ginawa, you will never do it the right way.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang ganun. Pero sa ballet kasi, I actually did ballet. Like, hindi naman yung super ballet na talagang ballerina na ako. Kasi naging minor ko siya as a Bachelor of Music, major in Music Theater.
Oh, very
sa
cool.
UST. And then,
cool.
Grabe din para talaga yun yung dapat yung point ng yung paa mo.
Yes.
Yung posture, diba? Yung mga ganun. So, everything talaga have to come with discipline.
Yeah.
And yung passion, di ba na?
Yeah, I rely on my passion a lot. I say that I feel like even more now. Like literally, even this year, I can feel that. Wow, you're really just more passionate than you are disciplined. And so, man, it's an ongoing battle in terms of, you gotta stay fit.
Yeah.
You gotta practice, and you gotta eat the right things and do the right activities before shows. And so they've been challenged a little bit more, especially being more of an adult and being in business too. So it's so much fun. it's a cool.
Yes, it is. Oo, grabe yan eh. Pero kasi 'di ba like with male, parang for me kasi 'di ba kapag sa mga events you can wear coat, 'di ba ganyan. Like with female, we have to wear like lalo sa Philippines, 'di ba?
The wardrobe.
Yeah.
You know what? I commend like my female counterparts. Like it's very intense what the females have to do and getting ready and and I'm glad to have a different perspective now and like having more just it's I commend you guys. I think that you have more discipline than the boys.
Pareho naman. Level naman yan.
Yeah, in some ways.
Pero ayun na nga, more of Lyndon after a quick break. See you in a bit.
Connected ka na ba para laging updated sa mga bagong shows, promos, trending news, viral videos, events, o patok na OPM hits? Just follow us on Facebook at V81 Radio Los Angeles. Simple lang, itype lang ang letter V81 Radio Los Angeles. O, di ba madali lang? Kaya i-like at i-follow na.
Welcome back to our show. We have Lyndon Apostol and we are talking about all the many talents he has. Can you tell us about your on-stage career?
On-stage career started in Ventura County with the community theater. The thing is, my first professional industry work was actually the Rat King in the Nutcracker. You know,
Okay.
there's a company called Pacific Festival Ballet in Thousand Oaks, and they're the resident ballet company of the Thousand Oaks Civic Arts Plaza, which is equivalent to almost like the Pantages of that area. Right? We have all of the big shows happening over there. All the big guests come in, and so that I was teaching hip hop and breaking in their teaching studio. California Dance Theater. That's their dance studio. And so from there, they recruited me. Kim Maselli is the artistic director. She said, "Are you interested in being the Rat King in the Nutcracker?" And I said, what is that? I had no idea what it was. And then I realized the grandness of what I had to do and what all that is. And so that was my first professional gig, which is like a big milestone. After that, I did a community theater here, and then the next big one is Comfort Women, where I played a Korean man who was drafted by the Japanese army during World War II.
Okay.
And so it's a very heavily emotional, like, I had to choose whether to live and serve the Japanese army or save the Korean women that were being kept.
So that's your role.
That was my role, and so it took a toll, like physically, but it's one of those again where I was like, I mentally locked it, and when I mentally lock it, I'm just there and I'm doing the thing. So after that, that convinced me a little bit to should I go to New York? That was a big question. LA film kind of grabbed me, and it became a little bit more of an opportunity. And then so I did a little bit of that. That's how it transitioned, a little bit more to film after that. Because the network was here and the work was here. I moved here in LA a little bit more away from home, Thousand Oaks. And so it became more film after that.
Oh, so you started with film.
I started with the musical theater, and
musical theater and film.
Then I landed onto film because it was the available job. Commercials, little short films here and there, background for big movies, which is, has been really cool.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay, so since we are already talking about films and musical theater, this is actually a personal question from me.
Okay.
And can you tell our viewers what are the differences between musical theater acting and film acting?
Yeah.
Is there differences?
Oh man, yes. I can't. Musical theater. They see you. They see your entire form. You walk on the stage, and now we're here. We're talking. Let's say we're doing our thing. Film has this beautiful technicality to it, which is like a dance. I see it as a dance. You have your framing. You have your composition. You have your good side.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Our cinematographers know that.
Shout out.
Right, shout out. Right. And you have to stay in the confines of that. And so that limits a little bit of the universe you're creating with your body, especially depending on the shot it is. Right now we're in a medium shot. So you need to feel what are the confines of the movements. Like I can't just like make a big move and all of a sudden throw myself that way.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and so that's the beauty of filmmaking as an actor too, is you can actually being trained in it, you can watch when there's a scene with Al Pacino. It's just big film, right? His co-partner went this way and he needed to know that. And so he had to move or else he would be covered by the shot. And so the best actors don't only know how to act and convey emotions and convey characters. They know the technicality of the production. That's the hard part, that you can't just say, oh, I can do that. Yeah, sure, you can cry on spot. Sure, you're great. Oh, yeah, you could be really angry. But can you do it within the confines of what you're working with and have the best, most, like the picture of what you're doing is so as important as the performance, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's the difference, musical theater, you have your own challenges there.
Own space.
Own space, and you have you can't turn your back, but film is extremely technical like that. I think that's the difference.
Mas specific yung film. 'Di ba? Kasi kailangan talagang sundin mo itong camera angle na ito.
Kailangan nandun ka lang.
Yeah.
Right?
Diyan ka lang.
Yeah, nandiyan ka lang. And so, when you see the stars, big superstars move, and these big Hollywood, they really know what they're working with. If it's a really close up, there's a stillness to what they're doing. But comedy is different. Comedy is very open most of the time. It's the dramas that really kind of gives you the close-ups and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So ito na nga po ang aking next question. How are your performances in singing, dancing, and acting different from each other?
I actually don't see them differently. I see them, the only thing that's different is that I'm moving different muscles.
Okay.
What I mean is, like, I feel like when I sing, I'm dancing here.
Here, yeah.
You have the apparatus that you're dancing with. When you're doing gymnastics, it's extremely technical. You do a round off into a backflip. You have a form. Acting, you have the form. Like, they're all very mechanical, actually. But the cool thing about it is that you are able to finesse, and then you can put your own personality into those forms. So when I sing, I'm dancing here. When I'm dancing,
the body.
You're the body. It's bigger. And when I'm acting, I really feel it's more. It's like how emotions. How when you react to a certain thing. Oh my gosh! Like someone just got hit by a car over there. I'm like, right? Like how the body does it. When you act that, because you know that that's happening in the script, you have to put your body in that position.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a dance. There's that. That technique is controversial. It's argument. People can argue that, and people are like, oh, no, acting. They can call it other things. That's my experience with those art forms. That's why I find them all beautiful. Is that there is a way that I can, I can reach out to the world and make something out of all of them. In the like almost like ballet way.
Do you do ballet?
I do.
Oh,
yeah.
it's like you're like not triple. What is quadruple?
Quadruple. There's opals. I don't know. There's a lot.
Basta madami.
But that comes up a lot. You do so many things, Lyndon. What are you doing? Like, who are you? What do you do? I think that I can't answer that question yet. Like I don't know how to answer the question if you're really a dancer, if you're really a singer, because you're doing so many things, right? So I suppose we'll see what the journey looks like, but I'm loving what I'm doing though. So I very passionate with all of them, and that's the most I can describe myself truthfully, is I'm just extremely passionate with all of them.
And we all can see that naman, na talagang yung passion mo and how you balance things. Parang ilang beses ko nasabi yung balance things. Kasi syempre gymnast eh. Di ba? So dapat ipasok natin yung balance. Pero ito na nga.
Nice.
Syempre meron pa tayong next question.
Okay.
Ito, crash course para sa mga nagpe-perform.
Okay.
Di ba? And aspiring singers.
Okay.
Paano mag-prepare ang isang Lyndon Apostol kapag may upcoming performance siya?
Wow. Okay. Ready? Sige. I wake up a week before the show. I wake up and I'm already, okay, what's going to happen in the show? You have to visualize. Okay, you've been there before. Great. So my preparation for a show is weeks prior. You know, like, and what I mean by that is this. As someone came up to me and said, dude, you just did that show. And I said, bro, I did that show 20,000 times before I got here. And so the best thing that I can say is that there is a constant getting ready for it. You don't just wake up and then all of a sudden you're going to sing a song, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a constant practice every single day or what have you, you know, but it's a constant practice. Now that's if you're aspiring, you have to commit yourself to that,
Of
right?
course.
Because you can't be unrealistic and say, oh, I booked finally, like even if it's the smallest booking, right? I finally booked and I'm going to sing this song. Kunyari, I'm going to cover Eraserheads, right? Great. Oh, how do I prepare? You know, that preparation should have been happening all throughout that time, right?
Yeah.
So if one is aspiring, one can prepare right now without a booking, so that when they book,
They're ready.
you've already done it.
Yeah.
You've already done the show. So that's one principle, right? The second principle is actually like what I actually did today. I know my body enough that I know the things that I eat, the things that I drink, the things that the activities that I do. I know how it's going to affect my voice. And it's kind of funny now that sometimes I play with them, you know, like I want my voice to be a little more grungy today, you know. So having that body awareness is super important. So that comes with experimentation. For me today, I woke up and I knew that I was going to come in. So I had to have a hot shower to relax the muscles. Usually I go to the gym, but I had work. I have the business to run. And so I was doing that. And food is very important. I prefer spicy food when I like give me like Thai, like good Thai food or Indian food, like right before, and it just opens up the sinuses and it relaxes the muscles. Right now I have Alisah cup right here, hot water, right? And so that's what I do intake wise. But the number one thing that people actually don't know, exclusively will be saying here for the first time, I rap. I rap before I perform.
Ooh.
Like Eminem usually is my go-to because of the way he enunciates his words. If you listen to him, he's very particular in making sure that his word is clear.
Okay.
And as a singer, your diction, my diction as a singer is the number one thing that I'm aware of. So that, and everything else follows. The breathing will follow from the diction. That's just the way that I learn how to sing. Is that everything that I'm saying is extremely articulated, right? And so rap, especially in his style, does that. So I kind of like rap some of his songs, and probably won't be doing one right now, you know. But we know his songs, you know, "Lose Yourself" and all that kind of stuff. So I rap before, and then I go to the songs. I listen to the instrumentals, and then so that's kind of how you dive in, and then you find yourself there. How do you deal with anxiety? I don't know how to tell you. I still have it. I have anxiety anywhere, everywhere, especially when it's just built in. And there's but you have the anxiety, but then there's the practice of how you deal with it that just goes on top. So even though it's there, you're very well mannered. And so that's how it is on a performance day with me.
Hey, Thank
Yeah.
you.
Dami nun, ha?
Oo nga eh.
Yeah, kaya
Grabe
nga, oh my God.
preparation.
Sana, hey, you took notes? Take notes.
I hope you guys took
Yeah.
notes.
Yeah.
Ayan. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Lyndon. I hope you had
Yeah.
fun.
I did. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, you have heard about his very active and vibrant life. Now, let's hear him sing. Presenting a V81 exclusive performance, here is Lyndon Apostol.
Ilang ulit mo nang itinatanong sa'kin kung hanggang saan, hanggang kailan magtatagal ang aking pagmamahal. Hanggang may himig pa akong naririnig dito sa ating daigdig. Hanggang may musika akong tinataglay, kita'y iniibig. Giliw, wag mo sanang isipin, ikaw ay aking lilisanin. Hindi ko magagawang lumayo sa iyong piling. At nais kong malaman mo kung gaano kita kamahal. Hanggang ang diwa ko'y tanging sa'yo lang mamahalin kailanman. Hanggang pag-ibig ko'y hanggang walang hanggan, tanging ikaw lamang. Hanggang may himig pa akong naririnig dito sa ating daigdig. Hanggang may musika akong tinataglay, ay iniibig. Iliw, wag mo sanang isipin, ikaw ay aking lilisanin. Hindi ko magagawa lumayo sa iyong piling. At nais kong malaman mo kung gaano kita kamahal. Puso akong marunong magmahal, ang sinisigaw ay lagi lang hanggang saan, hanggang kailan kitang mahal. Hanggang ang buhay ko'y kunin ang may kapal. Iliw, huwag mo sanang isipin, ikaw ay aking lilisanin. Hindi ko magagawang lumayo sa iyong piling. Hanggat may pag-ibig, laging isisigaw ang ikaw. Laging isisigaw ang ikaw.
Wow! What a great voice you have, Lyndon. Grabe yun, solid yun.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much and
Thank you.
nakakakilig and very seasoned. Now, it's time for a little challenge.
Okay.
We are going into our game called Tagalog Tang Twisters.
Oh.
Are you familiar with that?
Okay, let's
Let's
go.
go.
Okay, sige.
Sige, so the show prepared these papers na andito yung five words na sasabihin mo in Tagalog.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's called the Tagalog Tongue Twisters.
Okay.
Ayan, pili ka muna ng first word.
Okay. All right.
Yan, and then you open it.
Uh-huh.
And then you...
Ayun na?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Nakakapagpabagabag kapag kinakabag ka. Nakakapagpagabag. Oh my God. I love these. See, gymnastics na dito sa dila ko, di ba? Nakakapagpabagabag kapag kinakabag ka.
Yo!
Okay, that works.
Okay, that's counted. Okay, sige. Next word.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Second one. Oh my gosh. Love this. 77 puting putong ipinirito ng patong papito-pito. Tama ba yun?
Faster.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay, dali. All right. 77 puting... I'm gonna say a bad word, guys. I'm gonna... All right. 77 puting putong ipinirito ng patong pito-pito. Okay. Sige, okay lang yun. Basta alam nyo sa akin eh.
Parang kinakabahan na ako kasi pag faster pa, baka iba naman.
Kaya talaga, I was like almost said something else.
Next.
Okay. All right. Siopaw, siomai, suman. Siopaw, siomai, suman. I can only do it once. Siopaw, siomai, suman. Siopaw, siomai, suman.
Yeah.
Okay, they're all very delicious.
Yeah.
Making me hungry.
Parang nagutom nga ako ngayon. Okay,
Alright.
next word.
Okay. Words ba to?
Second to the last. Oh!
Okay, hindi.
Yeah.
Phrases rin.
Phrases.
Minakaniko ng mekaniko ang makina ng manika ni Monica. Okay, this one I think practiced this as a kid. As I say that, di ba? Minakaniko ng mekaniko ang makina ng manika ni Monica. Okay na yan? Oh my gosh. Ng manika, di ba? It's the doll.
Yeah, ang manika.
Manika.
Yeah,
Manika.
manika.
Hindi na ako Pilipino. Just kidding. Sige.
Last
Alright.
phrase.
Ang relo ni Leroy ay Rolex. Ang relo ni Leroy ay Rolex. Okay. That's good.
Faster.
Okay lang yun? Okay, faster. Ang relo ni Leroy ay Ang relo ni Leroy ay Rolex. Ay, nako. Ang relo ni Leroy ay... Okay. Ang relo ni Leroy ay Rolex. Okay. That's it. Maraming salamat po sa inyo
Mukhang
lahat.
5. Perfect 5 ang yung score for
okay
this
lang.
game.
Oh, sige.
Sige. Okay. That was so much fun. And but we have one final game for you.
Oh, sige.
Meron kang dalawang options and pipili ka lang.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sige.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts because this is Fast 10. Broadway or West End?
West End.
Brains or beauty?
Brains.
Wine or brandy?
Wine.
Steak or lechon?
Steak.
Sing or dance?
Sing.
Josh, ako din na tongue twister. Josh Groban or Chris Brown? A moment of silence, please.
Josh Groban.
Okay. Casted as the Beast from Beauty and the Casted as the Beast from Beauty and the Beast or Gaston?
Beast.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Gaston.
Unless
Yun yung
Tagalog na
din.
Gaston.
Oh,
Iba
yeah.
naman yun.
Rat King or Tui?
Rat King.
Sold out show or standing ovation?
Ako ba yung producer?
It depends, di ba?
Sold out show.
Okay. Vegas residency or US tour?
US tour.
Hey! Yun na yung ating
That's
Fast
so
10. And sana ay nag-enjoy ka, Lyndon.
This was fun.
And sana wag kang ano yung tawag doon? Wag
Ano?
kang madala.
Madala?
Diba? On being here on Alisah. And of course, marami pang magiging episode. And we are
course.
so excited talaga
Yeah.
na since we still have time,
Mm-hmm.
meron ka bang future shows or meron kang gustong i-promote on how they will support you besides yung mga socials mo?
Sure. So
Like kung saan ka mapapanood, ganyan.
yeah, I'm with a classical crossover group, Phil Trio, Cristiani Rabada and Kenneth Lorente, and we are
Oh, yeah, you know them.
we sing the classical crossover songs like Andrea Bocelli, Jos Groban nga mismo.
Oh, wow.
And so I think we have some really cool things happening, especially April. We're gonna have a show. And other songs that we're gonna be releasing. We just sang with the company and Jose Marichan last night. Or was it last night ba yun? Hindi ko na nga alam eh. Last night, ano ba last night? Sunday? Saturday night. Yeah, we sang. We sang. So
Congratulations.
thank you so much. Yeah, it's been so much fun with the group. I also will have my own music. So watch out for that.
Releasing soon.
Sana naman soon. Yes. Pero we'll make waves literally because it's about Westlake, where I came from. Here. So
Great.
Yeah.
Uy, grabe yun. Parang, wait lang. Hindi ako makaget over.
balik na
Sobrang-
lang ako ha.
Oo nga eh.
Oh,
Pwede
sige.
another episode ulit.
Sige. Pwede rin.
Pero thank you so much kasi ang dami mong na-share na inspirations like with your preparations, 'di ba? And ang daming napulot ng ating mga viewers for this episode talaga.
Yeah.
Lalo yung mga aspiring, 'di ba, na maging triple threat like me. Na sana soon hindi na maghiwalay yung katawan ko. Kasi 'di ba parang ano din yun eh, ang astig din talagang tingnan lalo. 'Di ba? If you can juggle. 'Di ba yung mga
Astig, pero it's what you do with your own self and you're confident with your own self regardless. That's mas astig yun sa akin. And so extra plug na lang ito. That's what we cover in my business. Sa Invincible, it's a holistic development company. We provide private lessons and mentorship programs for aspiring students, and that doesn't mean that you're a kid.
Okay.
You could be of any age and you're aspiring to do something. Invincible.com will help you out.
Oh wow, wait. Saan nila kayo pwedeng ma-reach out?
Yeah, it's our website is www.invincible.com, INVINCINAL.com, and we do a lot of mentorships and private lessons for any sorts of a lot of things.
Yun,
Yeah.
perfect yun. Astig.
Mas astig yun. Yeah,
Mas
learn
astig,
something new,
astig.
have fun, have fun doing it.
Yeah,
So,
of course. Thank you so
maraming
much.
salamat.
Linda.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, Alisah Warriors. Tell everyone, Lyndon, where they could find you online.
Sure. Hey guys, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook at Lyndon Apostol, LYNDONAPUSTOL. And also just want to make sure that you guys know we have the Phil Trio with Cristiani Rabada and Kenneth Lorente. We're going to have our own concert in April, the end of April. And also watch out because we have some solo music coming out as well. So thank you so much.
Great. And you guys can find me on Facebook. It's Alisah Bonaobra. On Instagram, it's official Alisah Bonaobra. On Twitter, it's official Alisah. On TikTok, The Real Alisah Bonaobra. And please do subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have a lot of vlogs there. It's Alisah Bonaobra. And you can follow all my music under RGA Productions on all digital platforms worldwide, especially on Spotify. There you have it. That was another episode of Alisah. Of course, super thank you to our presenters, RJA Productions and V81 Radio, and powered by the California Talk Studio. This has been Alisah. See you again next week.